Hi everyone, welcome to Karen from tillycrafts.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator and I'm bringing you another Make It Thursday video. So today I've made this easel fold card that sits like that, and I'm going to show you how to make this using the art gallery set. It's part of a suite and I'll show you that in a minute. And it is a Mother's Day card that we're making, seeing as Mother's Day is it the 14th of March this year, I do believe. Right, I'm going to just move that stamp set out of the way because the light's shining on it. So in the mini catalogue, January to June, there is the Fine Art Floral Suite. And you can get the whole collection all in one go with one code. You can buy these individually, you don't have to buy them all together. These are the stamps and dies, and that is a bundle on its own, and you can get 10% off, or you can buy them individually. You have the Golden Garden Speciality Acetate. You have Gold Flakes, gilded leafing embellishment it's called, and you need the paste to go with it. I've not bought that. There's the ribbon, and it's the Fine Art 3/8 of an inch ribbon, which is really nice. We're going to be using some of that today. This gorgeous embossing folder. It's painted texture and it does look really amazing. I've used that on a few different projects, and you also get all this designer series paper, which is absolutely lush, and some of this gold acetate actually fits over some of the papers, and I've got one here to show you. We're not making this, but so this is the acetate, and it actually fits over this paper, and I can't remember which one it is now. I think it's this one here. Is it this one? Yes, I think it's this one here that it actually fits over perfectly. And there's one other, I think it might be the blue, this one here, the red one, that one of the other sheets fits over perfectly. But I'll be showing you that on another video anyway. So the colours in this suite are Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, Poppy Parade, Bumblebee and Pool Party. And I've gone totally off-piste with this one. This one I used some of the designer series paper. This is, I think it was Mango Melody and Crushed Curry, or Bumblebee. No, Crushed Curry and Bumblebee, sorry, on there. And I've just realised I forgot to get my oval shape out, so I need to get that out because we need that today. And I'm going to be using my mini cut and emboss machine. So I keep all my dies in here, all the ones that don't come with stamp sets, so it makes it easier for me to know they're all in one place, she says. And these are the stitched ovals, and I think I used the largest. These are just on magnetic sheets. Just let me double check. Was it the largest stitched oval? Yes, the largest one I used. So we'll keep that out and we'll crack on. Now, we're going to do it in Bermuda Bay, and we've got Mango Melody in there, and we have Cherry Cobbler, and I've used a bit of pumpkin pie as well. So, to start off with, you want an A4 sheet cut in half, scored in half, lengthways, 10th fold, and then you want to score it at 2 7/8 to make your fold. Okay, so that's the outside bit. Now the inside bit, oh look, see, I've pulled this one out again. I did that by mistake on another video, and I put it to one side to layer it to make another card with, and I keep pulling it out when I'm making new cards. Right, so we want 2 layers that are 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. So these are the 2 Bermuda Bay ones. And then we want a piece of DSP. I'm just thinking, why is that? that's not quite right. So this one needs to be 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. So let's just so what did I say? 3 7/8. See, can't cut straight. And then that should then fit on here. Bob on. And the piece of acetate is the same size. Oh, it's just slightly bigger, but it's fine because it just is to cover up over it. And then the inside layer is the same as the Whisper White layer. So that will go on the inside of my card, like so. Let's get that lined up. That's it. So I need that one after. So that's the front, and it's going to be attached to the fold, as you can see on there, with some ribbon. But we need to do a bit of stamping first. So we need to stamp our oval. So will it fit on there? No, we'll do it this way just to make sure we get it on right. And to do this flower, this is in the Fine Heart. So I'm using this one and then the infill for it. I've also used this one, and that's the infill for that one. I've not used this one, but I have used the leaves, and I'll use the dies, but I'll show you those in a minute. So to stamp the flower, we're going to stamp it in Melon Mambo first. And let's just get me a piece of, did have a piece of grid paper before, and now it's done a runner. Things always do a runner with me. I can't believe that. I literally had it 2 minutes ago. And I've been doing so well today, not losing things. Is it inside the book? There it is. See, can't see for looking. So I can bring this in. And I'm going to stamp that about there. So that is with Melon Mambo. And then we're going to bring in the Cherry Cobbler and use the infill stamp. And you just line it up and stamp down. And this will just give highlights. Can you see how it's highlighted it? And then we want Granny Apple Green for my leaves, which has eluded me again. I'm all set up for these, and then I'm sure I've got little gremlins on here that move things. Oh no, I didn't. I'll let the gremlins off. I did put it back. Right. So I need my flower leaves rather, which I thought I had out, but obviously I didn't. If you see these, this is me practicing with flower when I get a new stamp set, especially these with infills, just to see what colours work well together. And then I've just got like a bit of a reference to see what I like and what I don't like. There's one I did before with some leaves. Oh, and this is that embossing folder. How gorgeous is that? I've done some, that's a different one. I've done some where I've put some ink in the embossing folder and it just highlights some colour all over it. It's really nice. Right, so you'll have to look out. I might have a few cards coming out with that on. Right, so on this I just put it under there. There we go. I really like that. It's nice. Now I'm just going to show you on the back for the little flowers on the inside there. We use this stamp, and but I didn't want it as dark, so I stamped off and then stamped, and then I took the little centre and I just went full strength in the middle like that, just to give it a bit of definition. And the other colour I've used for this is pumpkin pie. So I've done some in pumpkin pie and I've stamped off twice with that and then once full strength. And I've got one here all pre-cut to show you. There we go. Oops. Smooth that out of the way. Let's put the lids on these before I get my hands in them. I'm going to bring in my new baby's cut and emboss machine. Look at this, how cute. So, works just like the big one. So you have your base plate, you have a cutting plate. I do need to get some more, I've used it that much. And I just want to take it up a little bit like so. Pop the other plate on top. Oops, smoothed a little bit, that's it. And then you just wheel it through. It looks a bit awkward because I can't do it proper because the camera's in the way. Typical. Right, so fasten him up. I've already die cut all these out and I'll show you the dies for those. So there we go. Love it. Let's pop them over there. So on this one I've done just to say, and I've cut them out in silver, and I've also cut some silver leaves out. So as you saw in my thing, I had one of these already cut out, and this cuts it out if you want to cut it out. However, I've cut it out in silver and just cut the leaves off because I want to put these like on here on the bottom, and you get this lovely die. And it's just want to say, but I couldn't fit all the want on as well, so I ended up just to say. So I'll keep the want for another project. Now also in the dies there is these are called floral gallery dies. So you get one for the cluster of flowers, that for the big flower, you've got the little bunch of flowers, the leaf, and just want to say, plus you get two different size labels with the crinkly edges in. So they're really nice. I've used them again on a few other projects as well. Right, so let's have a go at putting this card together. Right, so first of all, I'm just going to stick my layer down on here. It'd be nice to hope in March for Mother's Day that there's a lift on the restrictions and hopefully people can see their mums. I've got a little mark on there, which I've obviously got something on my fingers, so I'm going to put that to the bottom so I can cover it up with the stops to stand the card up. Right. So that's just going to layer in there nicely, like so. And then we just need to put all these down. Let's just need to trim that down a little bit. Let's bring that trimmer in. There we go. Lovely jubilee. On the other side of this, it's actually gold, but I wanted more of a silver look, and this is some of the designer series paper, and it looks like the embossing folder, and there's that lovely flowers on the other side, but I wanted to keep it like this. So I'll stick this down first, because what I'm going to do with the acetate is I am going to look where my oval's going, and then I will adhere it there with some Stampin' Seal. So that's going to go over there like that. My oval is going to go roughly about there. I do need the Happy Mother's Day, so it might be good if I stamp that first, and then we can well, it's going to go roughly about there, so I know that I can put some Stampin' Seal here. She says, did she put it back away? Yes, she did. So there we go. You can't really see it actually, it's quite good. I know it's there, but you can't really see it. Like I said, that's going to go over there like that. We have, oops, so we want just to say yes, I like that. Silicone craft mat, always helpful when you're using glue on these, and then that way you don't get it all over. So what I tend to do is get it started and then just blob it on, and that way it doesn't go all over the place. Brilliant idea, these silicone craft mats. And then I have a pair of tweezers, which is helpful when you're trying to put these on. Well, it is for me. So there we go. Just they have so many uses, these craft sheets. It's good for mirror stamping as well as anything. Oh look, I've got it all over now. It's a good job I've got a glue rubber. Take some of that glue off. So it might look a bit messy now, but I shall fix that after. Like I say, I've got a glue rubber. So let's dab some of this off. Oops, stick. There we go, that's a lot better. I will go over it again. I've got some glue adhesive remover, and if it doesn't come off I will recut it out and do it again. So that's going to go on there, but before I put that down I need the ribbon. That's not that ribbon. I was so organised. And now the ribbon's done one on me. I could have sworn it was that one there. Hey, there it is, hiding behind the book. So I just want a piece of this. So I think we're going to do that down there, then I can get a bit more of a bow on it. Actually. I'm going to have to pull that off. I'm not happy with it. So I shall do that again. Typical, isn't it? I am useless today, useless. Excess glue off there, and then this is a bit of antibacterial, but it's bringing it up lovely. See, we all have mishaps and misdays where things don't quite go how we want, and I'm having one of those today. There we go, that's fine. If I've got time at the end, I'll cut another one out. If not, I'll do it off camera. Right, on here, dimensionals. Oops. Sorry about this. Is that better over there? It's the light shining. Go there like so. Do you know, honestly, I shall cover that up with a bit of bling. Right, now we need a bow. Brilliant, like that. Let's make it a little bit smaller, like that. Just going to do that. There we go, lovely jubbly. Some glue dots on it. Let's put a couple on there actually. I don't want it coming off. Brilliant. Right, so the sentiment I got out of here is from a lovely set called Strong and Beautiful, and the Mother's Day font in there is gorgeous. This is in the annual catalogue. So I'm just going to pop that up there a minute. Get a strip of white. Keep all my strips when I cut my bases. And that way I've got plenty to do labels and I don't have to cut into a new sheet just for labels. Especially straight labels. If I was doing bigger labels, then obviously I would have to cut into one. Look at the font on that, it's gorgeous. Right, bring my mini trimmer again and let's just trim this down. up with that line there. Make sure it's straight. Like that. And that is just going to go down here. So that can go onto dimensionals as well. Oops. Whoops, come off. Right, I'm going to pop that tail under it because I don't want it to come across the Mother's Day bit. That definitely can go underneath it now. Down there so it's level. And then this is going, did I put that one on dimensional? No, I did it flat. So what you need to do is, no, we will put it on dimensionals actually, because I think it would be nice stood up. So I know exactly where to put my dimensionals, because we need to leave a border around. We want it to stick nice and sturdily. I could have used, we do have those square blocks of foam which you use for die cutting out, so I could have used those on here too. But dimensionals are here, so we'll use them. I need another one there. It's odd without it. There we go. Right, so all you need to do now is to line it up at the bottom like that. There we go. And that's the basis of our card. So now we just need to put the stops in. What I'm going to do first is I'm just going to add these. I'm just going to use some Stampin' Seal. Obviously we don't want them to come off the card. Let's do like that. Then we want some dimensionals on these. I don't want them too close to the edge either, because I might want to slip one under the other. Oops. Right, so we have I can't pick it up. This is ridiculous. This. There we go. So I'm going to add a couple flat. Like so. And then we'll have a couple raised up here, here, right, so I only want one dimensional on that one, so it will go nicely underneath, and I think we will add one of those in there. Where's that one gone? I've just put one on, it's stuck to me. Like that. And this one, sorry, can you see that? And then your card will stand up like so. How good's that? The only thing I'm going to finish it off with is a little bit of bling and some Winker Stella. Some Winker Stella. And I'm just going to go over here. This will drag a little bit of the colour into the white spaces, but it'll give it a lovely shine. So we could have just to say Happy Mother's Day. Right, that's lovely. And then on the inside one's going to do exactly the same. And this will be all nice and shiny. I like shiny. Oops. It does pick up some of the colour, so you're best to just wipe it before you do a different colour. Don't know if you can see all that on camera, but that is really shiny now. And one last thing, we've got to have some gems. Brand new packet. I won't keep you much longer, and I will finish the say off. And when I post the pictures, you'll see it with the say on it. Gem on there. Oops. On here. Love these gems. One more. You've got to have one more because it's odd. I don't like odd. I mean, I like odd, I don't like even on it. That's fab. So that's all finished now. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Sorry about the miss out with this, but I will get it fixed. I don't want to keep these much longer. That's the inside. So we've got our stop. So when you stand your card up now, it'll be like that. That was the original one. And that is the one we've just made today. So I'm quite chuffed with that. Just wanted to show you before you go. This is another one I made for Mother's Day. And this is just stamped onto the card, but I think that's quite effective too. That's Rococo Rose and Real Red, and again the Granny Apple Green. So that's just a normal card, normal 10th fold card. So I hope you've enjoyed that today. Thank you for joining me and putting up with my mishaps, but they happen to all of us, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Hope you can join me.